Hey everyone, what's up? So things are looking kind of hectic over here. I've spent the whole morning trying to set up the whole streaming thing because, like I said, I'm gonna be playing some classical Tomb Raider today, and it's a very old game, and it's super weird in how it works. So before we begin, I'd like to talk a little bit about the whole Tomb Raider thing, and I'll do that as I explore the training level with you guys. That's so you can get used to how boxy and polygonal it is. Also, welcome to the stream, Samu, Ben, and Kamikaze Art. I hope you're having a great morning so far. And to those of you who are unfamiliar with me or are joining the channel for the first time, my name is Douglas, and I'm gonna be streaming some Tomb Raider today and do some Polygonal Spelunking. Oh no. Oh. Okay, the fuckery has already started. So the problem with this classical Tomb Raider is that it was released way back in 1996. So it doesn't really like modern Windows. I have to use DOS bots to run it. However, I bought it on Steam, so it doesn't just comes out of the box ready to be configured and used in non-conventional ways. The game is super stretchy, it changes the window resolution, it does a lot of stuff that I don't know how to operate, basically. So you guys might be seeing a black screen, and that's me trying to get the game to work. Sorry, but that might take a little while. I thought I had this all figured out already. But apparently it changes and it isn't very consistent. But anyway, as I try to get this whole thing to work, I'll try and talk a little bit about this.
Welcome to my home.
Okay, now it works. So let's see if OBS is capturing the game. If it is, then we'll be ready to do some polygonal spelunking, like I said. However, so the whole issue here is that it takes a very long while for OBS to recognize the whole game and to show it up, and it's not doing that, so there it is. Okay, so now you guys might be seeing some very polygonal shenanigans going on. And sorry, but that's the kind of streaming we'll be having today, a very iffy streaming where things might not work very properly. But in any case, Tomb Raider is a game, a very old game. It was released all the way back in 1996, like I said. It was huge for the time it was released. No other game so in that era had those kind of graphics.
Use the direction keys to go into the music room.
And it was really revolutionary. So I'm gonna be walking around doing some stuff here just to test the controllers and everything else to see if the game is actually working and is playable. And if you guys see some weirdness going on please do let me know and help me make this stream better. Also, I don't know how the sound mixing is, so if it's too loud or too low, also do let me know. I'll try and see what I can do to make it work better. Also, Pocket Youth, Pocket Youth, yeah, you said, would you say it's badly ported, and should you rather play it emulated? So that's a good question actually. The game is not actually badly ported. It's more so that the game was never programmed for modern computers. So it doesn't work with modern computers even if you try your hardest.
Okay, let's do some tumbling. Press the jump button.
The biggest problem with it actually is that I think it was like one of the 5 first actual 3D games to be released in the world. So nobody back then knew actually how to do
Sorry about
to
the
do
crates.
3D games.
I'm having some things put into storage and the delivery people haven't been yet.
So so nobody knew exactly how to go and do 3D games. So this Tomb Raider is really it's really crazy. They tried a lot of things and not everything looks good, not everything has the best techniques. I think Lara's voice is a bit too loud. Yeah, I had a feeling it might be. So I'm gonna reduce the overall volume of the game in the computer. It might get a little too low though. And actually I do think it will be a problem once I leave the house, because once I'm in the world I'll be doing a lot of shooting, and that's when things get crazy. Because this game can be really loud sometimes. Anyway, so this Tomb Raider.
This used to be the ballroom. I don't actually run everywhere.
I think the volume is a bit better now.
Press and hold the look button. Then
so I don't know where it came from, but people. I think some years after the first Indiana Jones movie was out, some people decided to go and make adventure games. They did an Indiana Jones game. I think was an adventure game, so it didn't have a lot of actual action going on.
Except while I'm in the air,
I don't know if the voices is still too low or too loud. Do let me know.
Nice.
So the whole they tried to go and make an action game, but for some whatever reason they decided to have a female protagonist. And that's the thing I like the most about Tomb Raider, is the fact that the protagonist is a woman. And she, back then when I first played Tomb Raider, it was super refreshing and super interesting to see a game with a female protagonist that looked so badass and did all these crazy shenanigans. And I was in love with this whole game and the whole thing from the first time I saw it.
Except while I'm in the air, press and hold the action button to make me grab the ledge.
So this game has weird controllers, but it was kind of default for the time it was released.
The jump button and the directions
because
move me around underwater.
Back then they didn't have an analog controller, so you couldn't really do a lot with just 4 directions. But this game is really crazy to control. But anyway, they got core design. Eidos, they got core design to make this game. Oh, I was booted out of the game, so how if I know why that happens?
Welcome to my home. I'll take you on a guided tour.
I guess they don't like me finishing the tutorial. Anyway, this core design, they were tasked with making the game, and they went and did, and it is an awesome game. It sold really well and everyone loved it. It's as I say, it's the greatest hit of the PlayStation 1 era. And then they went on to go and do a whole series of it. They did Tomb Raider 2, 3, 4, 5, and then by the time they did the fifth Tomb Raider game, the PlayStation 2 was coming out, so they went and started to do a whole game for the PS2, but they wanted to change the whole game, and they didn't know how to do it, so it was really crazy. Pocket, you said the first one allowed you to save everywhere, anywhere. Remember they changed it at some point. I don't know if it does. I think it does. The first and the second allows you to save anywhere, and the third, if I remember correctly, it requires you to have something called save crystals. So you had a limited amount of save games you could do. Because the first two games, you could exploit a lot of stuff. If you could have a shitload of save games and pretty much be invincible and never lose any progress. In the third game, they wanted to make things more radical, so they added a limited amount of save games per level. So they went and tried to make the sixth game kind of different from the classical game. So instead of doing some spelunking in ancient tombs and whatever, this new Tomb Raider was more urban and more modern. It was released, I think, around 2003 with the first movie. Pocket, you say, I think it was bad too because you could save just before dying or something. And yeah, that could happen a lot. I do remember I did a lot of saving with the... I did a lot of saving when I had too little health, didn't have medical kits, and anything would go and kill me, and I could do nothing about it. So I saved in a bad spot from which I could not recover from. So I pretty much screwed myself over. And if you didn't have more than one save, you would be in a dying loop. And yeah, that's a thing. It could be very bad. So I don't know. Maybe that's something they figure out they should do, or they to avoid that kind of problem, or just because they wanted to make the game harder. But anyway, the sixth game was so different from the classical Tomb Raiders, and for the time and the console and everything, was deemed reviewed so badly that core design almost bankrupted. I think they actually, if they didn't bankrupt, they at least, I know they closed the studio, and everyone who worked on Tomb Raider was pretty much fired. And then we went for years without any Tomb Raider games, and back in 2006, Eidos Entertainment, or Eidos Interactive, I think by the time they were almost transitioning to Square Enix. Actually, I'm not so sure anymore. No, it was just Eidos Interactive before they were bought by Square Enix. So they came to another of their subsidiary studios, Crystal Dynamics, and asked them to redo the whole Tomb Raider games, and they went on with it, and they remade the whole Tomb Raider from ground up and came out with Tomb Raider Legends, which was a great game, and it completely reinvigorated the series. It was so good, in fact, that in less than a year they released another Tomb Raider, the Anniversary Tomb Raider, which is what was supposed to be a complete remake of this first Tomb Raider, but with much more better graphics, gameplay, and whatnot. Pocket, you said you remember the first 3 Tomb Raiders were pretty much on the hype train, then The Last Revelation, the 4th was fine, and after that the series pretty much stalled a bit on the same things over and over until the recent remake. Yeah, before this actual remake there was this Tomb Raider Legends, and then the Anniversary, and then they tried to make the Tomb Raider Underworld, which got the whole It got the whole. It got the plot from Tomb Raider Legends and Tomb Raider Anniversary. Got all the plot elements, and they went to make a new game, a sequel, to finish this new, they call Next Generation trilogy. But once again, apparently the last game, the trilogy, kind of cements the series. And once again, it was reviewed badly, wasn't so very good. Especially because by the time the PlayStation 3 was coming out, so they released the game both on PS2 and PlayStation 3, among the other consoles. And the PS2 version, it was under it was very bad. It didn't have all the functions. The game missed some levels. It was really made just that so they could sell more, and it didn't really sell that well. Also, hey, Tasbingo, welcome to the stream. So in the end, Tomb Raider Underworld once again kind of almost made the studio go bankrupt. And then again, I don't know if this was Crystal Dynamics or Core or Eidos Entertainment that by the time had been bought by Square. They said, okay, let's kind of reboot and remake the series once again. And that's when they announced and released the new Tomb Raider game. I think it was released in 2013, the new Tomb Raider, but it was announced ever since 2011, 2 years after Underworld came out. And it really did wonders for the series. Instead of starting with this badass Lara that was super cool and shooting everyone and doing all sorts of crazy shenanigans, the new Lara was like she was just starting out her adventuring lives and days. And it was really, really good, and I had a lot of fun with it. Even though I'm a super fan of these old Tomb Raiders, I really love that old one, this new one. And a couple of years ago, they released the Rise of the Tomb Raider, which was a sequel to that, and it expanded on the whole universe, on the whole rebooted universe a little bit more. And last year they released a Tomb Raider Anniversary Celebration Pack stuff thingy, which was a level in which Lara, in the new Tomb Raider, she was running around her house. And after the event of Rise of the Tomb Raider, she was just running around her house
the main hall.
and
Sorry about the crates.
and remembering like that
That
she's a human being and not just an explorer and a murderer of things. And they went around to see the whole psychological side of Lara Croft. And I loved it. The game, this expansion, it had no combat at all. It was just an exploration discovery of the old Croft Manor. And it was very fun. Although a lot of people didn't really much care for it, but I had the time of my life with it. And they added a lot of throwbacks to these classical Tomb Raiders. So I've been wanting to do a marathon of the whole Tomb Raider series, and now that I'm doing this whole stream thing, I guess that this is the best time to go and do that. Pocket, you said you think you like Lara more as a human character than a Wonder Woman character. That's why the newer ones stuck a lot for you. And yeah, I agree. In these old ones, Lara Croft was more of a symbol than a character in herself. But the newer ones go and show Lara Croft as a human being with a lot of emotions and hardships and whatnot. And I really liked it. So I want to play the whole series back to back, starting with this first few ones, this classical Tomb Raider trilogy, which is gonna prove the more difficult ones to get around to because I played them a lot when I was younger, but I never actually got to finish any of them. And like I said, they have a lot of technical issues. They don't run very well. This one is running in a minuscule screen. It's like 640 by 4080 pixels screen, so it might look a little bit stretched on the screen. And The sound mixing is crazy. The game is weird in every way, but I am looking forward to playing this whole series, and I think I'll have a lot of fun with it, and possibly you guys will have fun with it too. Um, Possibly this year or next year they're gonna be releasing a new Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So I plan to be done with this marathoning until it releases it, so I can go and play it here on the stream as well. Pocket just said you need to go and eat something, and sure thing. Have fun and good meal. And I'll be streaming for a long time today, so if you ever come back, I'll possibly be here. Have fun. So Taz, Bingo, you said the good old Lara, you remember, just it was very difficult for you to play it. And yeah, like I said, the controls are really weird because back then nobody had any ideas of how to make controllers for games on the computer. Because it was 3 or 4 years before the first Halo game came out. So, or 2 years, I don't know. It was 1996. So the controls are really crazy. You play with the directional keys. The Alt key is the jump button. The Shift key is the walk button. It's useful that so you don't fall over ledges. You have the End key. It rolls you, so it turns you around 180 degrees. The page down, delete buttons kind of strafe sideways. It's useful sometimes. And the control is the action button. You need to use it to interact with stuff, and when you jump, you have to hold the control button to keep grabbing the stuff you're holding onto. So if you let go of the control button, you simply fall. And when you have to shimmy along really long edges, it gets old real fast. And that's not fun. And there's the space button, which you draw your pistols or whatever weapon you have equipped, and then the action button becomes the shoot button. And it's gonna be real crazy playing this. Also, even back then they were concerned about being the PC master race, because as you can see, the game has an in-game FPS counter, and the game is running at 30 frames PS, but for whatever reason the game lags sometimes, so I don't know what's up with that. But anyway, I've done a lot of talking about the game, the series and everything, so let's get started with this whole story. Let's start a new game. And Tazbingo asked if I actually play with my keyboard, and I do, because I never really played this game on the PlayStation, so I'm not gonna be any familiar with the controller controls, so I'd rather play on the keyboard because I'm really familiar with these controls. And the game crashed. Hooray! I thought that might happen. Okay, let me open this game again real quick. The problem here with DOSBox is that every time it opens on a full screen, and it shifts every window I have to the other monitor. So I have to go back and rearrange my windows, and it's such a chore. It's not fun at all. So let's see if the game, it didn't recover. That's no fun. Possibly the problem is that Tomb Raider doesn't agree very much with OBS or borderless gaming, which I would try using. I don't know what, but it doesn't agree with something in my computer, and it keeps crashing and not running properly. So I'm really sorry about that. I'll see what I can do to make it work. Whereas in fact I'm not doing anything, I'm just pretty much closing and opening the game again until it decides to open and stay open and running. Let's see if it goes now. Okay, it's playing. So this game is really old, and it has, instead of in-game cutscenes, it has this FMVs. The sound might be a little too loud, so I'm not gonna do a lot of talking. But yeah, the way they went to solve issues with the game back then was really primitive. But despite that, they did an amazing job with it. Despite everything, it works and it's fun and really playable. So even today, it is possible to play this game without any issues. I mean, so long as you're not trying to stream it live or anything, you possibly can play it. So this is the idea of this whole first Tomb Raider. There was a cutscene on the beginning, I kind of jumped it. Look, the badass Lara Croft shooting everyone and everything in her way, killing all sorts of wildlife. So the idea is that a year ago, in the game story, there was an incident, an explosion in the Alamo Desert. I think that was an actual real-world event. And for whatever reason, that released something on the world that seems to be some sort of ancient evil or whatever, and it's the actual game villain. Then we are hired by Natla, a businesswoman, to go and recover some artifacts around the world. So, hell if I know what's up with that. And that's pretty much the story of the game. She hires us to go and recover some artifacts for her, and that's what we are gonna do. We're in somewhere in South America, I think Chile or Peru. Probably Chile because of all the snow. I think, I might be wrong about this. But as Bingo, you said, this is what you like about artists. There's always a good overlay for the right game, by the way. Nice, Douglas Crofton. Thank you. I really wanted to go out and do a custom overlay for this game, for these games. So because I don't use a webcam, so I went and did this little me cosplaying as Lara Croft. I think it looks very cool. Kamikaze, you said good start because the game crashed, and I agree. And let me just resize this window so I can see a little bit better. But no boobs. Yeah, I mean, you know, there's no boobage here, but then again, no one wants there to be boobs. Kamikaze, you asked if I have ever played Mega Man X. I have, but I never finished. In fact, I suck at every Mega Man game. I only ever beat the first level. I never beat anything but the first level. So when you beat the first level, you go to the select the next character you want to fight screen, and I never beat anyone else. The Doggy Croft. So yeah, this game was really silly and really old. There are some traps I run past, but there's very little to it. All you have to do is keep running, and you won't die. Also, this is gonna be happening somewhat during the game. That is me shooting stuff. So if the sound for the shooting is a little too loud, do let me know. So yeah, I've actually been wanting to play the Mega Man games and finish at least one of them. But I'm really not good at it, and Mega Man wasn't that huge of a part of my childhood, so I'm not really in a hurry to go and do that. So there's a little bit of trivia for you guys. This first Tomb Raider, it was released for the PlayStation 1, for the I think the Sega Saturn or the Dreamcast, but I think the Sega Saturn because it's older, and for PC. But somehow, the PC, the computers back then, they were so bad and slow and really not made for PC gaming at all. So this game had limitations, and if you do play this Tomb Raider on the PC, you realize that Lara Croft doesn't have her braid hair. She only has the hair. She has the head, but she doesn't have the braid, and it's because for you, PC gamer of the 90s, to be able to play with Lara with her braid, you either had to play it on the consoles, PlayStation 1 or the Sega Saturn, or you had to have a computer with, I think, 8 or 16 megabytes of RAM to be able to compute and render the Lara's braids in real time. So that's kind of absurd how underpowered computers were back then. Because I think most computers had only 4 or 8 megabytes of RAM to go around, so if you try to run Tomb Raider, you couldn't run it with the braid, so you had to go and buy yourself some more RAM. If that was even a thing back then, I don't think it was. Because you said you managed to speedrun Mega Man X8 in 1:53 minutes. That's 1 hour and 53 minutes. Because if it's 1 minute 53 seconds, then that's an impressive time. And I don't want to be down here. This game has a lot of secrets every here and there. Getting down here, there's a battle with a bear that I can go and do. On the other side there's a secret, but I don't know how good or how bad or how strong he is in this game, so I'd rather not risk it right now. Besides, the secrets in these games are pretty much just they're actually useful items like medikits and I think ammunition and flares or whatever. And the old meme of how come you are finding ammunition for recent weaponry found in these ancient tombs. That's where the old meme comes from. But it's such a contained meme that nobody pays too much mind to it. So if you wanted to run Tomb Raider and have Lara have her braid, you'd need to have a powerful computer. Or you could go and play on the consoles. So if you see any gameplays of this game and Lara has no braid, it's probably someone playing on the PC. Burning languages, I said polygonal bulbs. And yeah, that's a thing. Somehow they did made Lara very triangular in this game, so that's a thing. Actually, for the time, it was pretty okay. And besides, I love the picture. Thank you. I woke up very early this morning to go and do this picture for the game and test to see if I could run this game. I tried. I also tried getting a PS1 emulator to play, but I couldn't get it to run or whatever. So I gave up. I decided to go and play on the PC anyway. Also, welcome back, Sam. I've rambled a bit about the Tomb Raider games, and I gave everyone a quick rundown of the Tomb Raider's history. I told that I plan to go and marathon the whole game series, from these classical ones, the jankiest ones, and up until the last ones. And hopefully I'll be done by the time they release the new one that's possibly gonna release this year. Oh shit. This or next year. Hopefully this year, because I'm really anxious to play it. Also, yeah, this game is... Oh, come on. I did not know that door was timed. So that sounds fun. So running around this game is really crazy. Really slow, so you kind of have to get used to the controllers. To the controls, I mean. Because if you're expecting to play this with analogical controls, you're in for a very bad time. Actually, I had never played this game fully. I didn't play any of the games up to the end. The one I got... oh shit. The one I got the furthest in was Tomb Raider 2, which is also my favorite. I kind of grew up seeing my cousins playing the second Tomb Raider, because my uncle had a computer which could run this game. We had a computer in our house as well, but we could not. It couldn't run this Tomb Raider, and I don't know why. And I fell. That's a thing that can happen. So, like I said, I grew up watching my cousins play, and every now and then they would let me play it, and I was awful at it. But back then it was the most impressive thing I have ever seen in my life, so I dedicated myself to learning to play this game, and eventually I learned how to play this game. And it's actually pretty easy once you get the hang of it. There's just a few things here and there that are simply very janky, like how the jump mechanics work. If you hold down the jump button as you are running, there is a chance you won't jump before you reach the end of the platform. Because I don't know how that works, but if you want to jump, you do have to release the button, jump button. The biggest problem here is that this game has a little lag on the inputs. The most recent Tomb Raiders doesn't have that lag on the inputs. And there we go, I finished the first level. Ta-da! I killed 10 things, I got 3 things, I didn't find any of the secrets, and I took 11 minutes. This is a very speedrunnable game, if you are into that. So let's save this. Also, this game has infinite save slots, and you have to save manually, so if you die and you didn't save, you're in for a very bad time. There's a lot of wolves here as well, that come from behind me somehow. One thing I did not know about this game is that it has accuracy. The farther away you are from your enemy, the smaller are the chances of you actually hitting them. But fortunately, the game has automatic aiming, so you don't need to actually try and aim your shots. It automatically aims at your enemies. Burning Languages is sad. I think I would have loved to play this game as a kid. Never played it. Never played as of yet. And yeah, this game series is very old and very janky to try and play nowadays. If you're not really that much into the Tomb Raider games, you're probably gonna have a much better time playing the recent ones instead of these old ones. Whoops. And I got into the bear lair, I think. Whoops. Oh. The bear actually dies quickly. I didn't expect that. So in this game, there were a lot of stuff you could get and things you could miss. And this enemy, the bear, would only trigger if I got inside this place. For whatever reason. Also, there's a secret here. And a very goofy face. I think this takes place in Peru or Chile because of all these ancient Aztec or Mayan places. These faces that go kind of so I don't know. Besides, it has no. I'm in snowy mountains, so I think this game takes place in Chile. Camille said when my mom saw her tits, she said, "No, this game is naughty. That's why you didn't play it as a kid." That's silly. I mean, she barely has any, really. But yeah, I get how some parents might see this game as having titties. Pyramids are dirty shapes. And yeah, Chandler, you do have this very unique way of speaking. I've been wondering about that for a while now. Which is okay, I don't really mind it. The biggest problem is not everyone that watches, that follows me, speaks English very well, so it might confuse some people. But that's okay. So long as you don't mind explaining yourself every now and then, I think everyone will be just fine. This door requires a key. I think this game has it, perhaps? Let me see.
No.
It does. If you try to open anything that you don't have the required key for, it should just go like, no. Shoot the face, it might be breakable. I don't think it is. This game, it was really limited with what it could do, so it doesn't allow the environment to break or change. Chandler said you just like using meme speech. You understand? You don't mind. As you said, in Europe all kids buy because of the boobs and first women to play with, and also the gameplay. And yeah, this game actually had a little thing called the nude code, where people kept saying, developers actually went out saying that there was a code you could input that would make Lara go get naked, because everyone wanted to see that. Also, all these caves in the wall. So I'm gonna be playing the remake in eventually Tomb Raider Anniversary, and you're gonna, if you do remember these levels, you're gonna see how crazy different they look in the remake. Here they just look silly. So yeah, the developers themselves said there was a code to get Lara naked. I think I do still remember the code actually. I had to light up a flare, take 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, to turn, do a complete 360 turn 3 times to the left, and then you had to jump forward. And if you did all that, you would activate the code. And then eventually everyone went and tried to do that, and for their surprises, as Lara was jumping, she would explode. Like, graphically explode. And that was the developer's way of trolling everyone who wanted to see Lara naked. The nude code is actually a code to make Lara self-explode. It actually made a very loud sound, and it was really scary if you weren't expecting that to happen. That was really crazy. And really scary too. But eventually, that's sort of the actual cheat code for the game. If you did that, actually no, the idea was that you didn't light up the flare first to get the nude code. That was actually the explode code. But if you did light up the flare, did the whole shenanigan with stepping forward, stepping backwards, turning around 3 times, and then jumping forward, you would you would actually skip the level. And if you did the same thing and jumped backwards, you would replenish your inventory. So you'd get all the weapons, you'd get all the things, even before the game was over. I mean, before you get to the part of the game where you actually get those items and things. So you could play the entire game with the M14, I think, which is possibly the best weapon in the game, the classical game. I don't think it's in this one. I think it's only on the second game. Also, Chandler said to say "do it" in the Palpatine's voice. Actually, I only know that because of there was a whole Game Grumps episode where they kept joking about it. I never actually saw the movies. But yeah, I'm somewhat lightly versed in memes. Lol, super supporter boys and girls. You just saw that at the bottom. Yeah, I've been wanting to have a golden idol and a silver key, so let's do it. Do it. Now stepping sideways. And saving the game because, like I said, I didn't play this game too much, so I have no idea what's gonna happen forward. And I'm actually in the city of Vilcabamba. So I think that's in Chile. Oops, wolves. You're not a Star Wars fan, but that scene gave you life. And yeah, I mean, why would it? So many wolves. Jeez. Aha! I dodged it. So, I actually started this whole thing of creating the Discord channel with Patreon because Patreon had a Discord integration, and I said, well, why not? But I never actually used it. Lara has no HP confirmed. She actually does. It just shows up when I grab my pistols. It shows up in the top left corner of the screen. I did take some damage and lose some health. But I think you do replenish health when you finish levels. I'm not sure. Patreon kind of incentivized everyone to go and it suggested like, hey, you can go and call your supporters, followers, patrons something special to give them a sense of community and whatnot. Whoa, I almost fell. So yeah, I kept thinking about what to call everyone. Whoops, I almost fell. Yeah, it was just your screen. That's good because this game is like really shitty to set up properly, so I would not have had a good time to go and set up this whole thing again. Let's open the door. So Patreon went and suggested creators to go and call their supporters something special to give them a sense of community and all that. So I was thinking, what could I call my followers? And it was back when I was starting the Call Me Daddy comic. I was revamping my whole Patreon. So I decided to go and do the whole thing kind of coffee themed. So I went and got everyone names like coffee enthusiast, coffee brewer for the various Patreon tiers. But I figured out that not everybody is a coffee fan, and many people in fact don't even like coffee. So I decided to scrap that idea and go for something more universal and something everyone could get behind. And truth to be told, I couldn't think of anything. Whoop. Aha! I didn't fall. So I couldn't think of anything So I don't know, I was just what can I call people? But suddenly I started calling everyone boys and girls because of the memes, but I guess that works as a way to calm my supporters. Those delightful boys and girls. You delightful boys and girls. So yeah, hopefully it'll stick and people will enjoy it. If not, then I'll get you something eventually. Something new or something that everyone can enjoy and get behind of. How long would the stream be? Sam asks. I think I'm gonna be streaming for at least 4 hours. Possibly. So it's gonna be a long stream. I'm gonna really be playing this game a lot. And hopefully you guys will have fun, because this game is kinda long. According to Steam statistics, it takes around 10 to 15, 18 hours to beat this game. If you do know what you're doing, which I don't, so it might take even longer for me, despite having played this game a lot. Let's save the game once again, because I was playing this earlier to playtest the whole game and I died here because there, surprise surprise, there are traps here. I did not know about these traps, so I went running and I died. And I lost all my progress and I was playing without saving, so that goes to show how important saving it can be. Yep. Aha! I dodged the trap. Lara's vertical jump is the straightest thing you've ever... Oops. Okay, I was not expecting this. Haha. That is the most straightest thing you've experienced in your life. And yeah, I mean, I think growing up wherever you grew up, playing or seeing Tomb Raider was possibly the straightest thing you could have ever done. I'm not good at this, by the way. And I died! Hooray! First die. First death, actually. Let's do this again. The joys of gaming. Kamikaze, you said that you don't drink coffee nor tea, and yeah, whoa, it nicked me. I said I'm gonna go and do coffee themed names for my patrons, but I realized that not everybody likes coffee, so I gave up on that idea. I thought it looked funny and was nice and all, but what do we have here? But like I said, a lot of people might feel like it didn't represent them at all, even though they wanted to support me. They didn't want to be called coffee lovers, drinkers, or whatever. Actually, there was a top level I could use to not get mauled by the bear. Maybe I can snipe it from up here as well. Is that a thing? Actually, the enemies do have good AI for some reason, so they try to hide from me. They actively hide to stop being sniped. It works sometimes, but most of the time it doesn't, so go figure. And it's yelling, because it's really is a very angry burr. And Kamikaze said no loading screen. Wow. And yeah, the idea of this game is that this game has no loading screens because the game loads the entire map at once. Somehow they do that. They load the entire game map and it... Okay, maybe I can do this jump. The game loads the entire map at once. That's why it's so intensive on your computers. And the doors are open. That's where I came from. There's the angry bear. Let's get to a good spot where I can snipe the shit out of it. That's the worst spot I could have gotten out of. Whoops. Whoa. Okay, I might not be able to do that. I might have to go and run like a little bitch. Douglas Douglas, he said. The future is now. Wait, what? Yay! Run away! Here comes Bloodborne with the longest loading. Yeah, Bloodborne also loads up the entire map. So I'm really hurting for squirting, so I'm gonna heal myself. The small medipack it heals, I think, almost half of your health, and the large medipack it heals your entire health. But the largest medpack is really rare. Oh, come on. Freaking burr. What? Seriously, it's gonna kill me. The other bear didn't give me this much trouble. Anyway, I'm done with it, so let's get a move on. There's the other side of the room also, so let's see what's up there. Cause I wasn't such a big fan of this one game, so I didn't play it that much, so I have no idea what's up now. I did play the anniversary, so that can give me a little hint of what's to come, but most of all, I have no idea what's up here. And this button stops the traps, so that's fun. And I only think there is this button here to stop the traps because there is a possibility that you might have missed the golden idol I got a while back, and I think you do need it to open this door. Right somewhere around here, I guess. Not this side of the pool. On the other side there is a door, and I needed the golden idol to open it, so if you missed it, you'll have to go back and get it. But I didn't, because I'm a good boy, so here we go. The door is open, now I can get to the next level without dying, hopefully. Aha! City of Yucabamba. So far I've killed 24 things, I got 80 things, I found none of the secrets, and I took almost 80 minutes to complete the second level. Let's save again, and indeed my health replenishes, so that's good. Chandler said that tons of PS1 games like this managed to cut back on loading screens because of severe culling, only loading areas that the camera sees at any given time. Other game is just way too much to load at a split second's notice. So yeah, also the map is divided in segments, so you only need to load the segment you're in, and the only way to get to the next segment is like through a very narrow corridor, so most of the time you can't get to it. Besides, you can see that like all the way back there it's kind of dark, so this game has this darkening thing where it hides the rest of the level, so you can't see it's not loaded. And I don't know what to do here. So let's try and figure it out. It hides the whole level, so you don't need to. I think this is gonna get me to a waterfall. There I go. Yeah. Sure am. Oh, there's a wolf sleeping there. I'm gonna wreck the shit out of it. There. So yeah, Silent Hill on the PS1 did the same thing. Although the fog, Silent Hill not only served to put a stop on the things that were being loaded and shown on the screen at a time, but it also gave the game a very nice environment effect. It's foggy city and whatnot. Same thing with Tomb Raider. There is fog everywhere. Actually no, in Tomb Raider there is the black in the background that hides the rest of the level. Have I played Onimusha 3 Siege Demon? I didn't. I saw my sister play through it. She had a walkthrough. She played almost to the very ending, or either she played all the way to the ending or she finished it. I don't remember, but I saw her playing it, and it was a very fun game, I thought. And I don't slide down here, so that's good. Water in this game is legit. With water again. Yeah, the water here is really... Oops. I have fucked up. So, some of you who are seeing Tomb Raider or have played Tomb Raider in the past, you see that this game has a striking resemblance to Minecraft. Like everything's so boxy and square, and the way some things are rendered are very... It's like exactly the same way Minecraft handled everything. And there are things there. There are things there. Lots of things. Turn, 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 turn. There we go. Which worked really well in Silent Hill favor. Yeah, like I said, Silent Hill, it really benefits from having the fog. That was actually a mechanical limitation of the video game that was rendering the game. However, I saw that... Huh, there's nothing here. How this may... Silent Hill had remade, actually not a remake, a remaster, a collection that was released to the PS3, where they remastered the Silent Hill 2 and other games, I think. And the problem with it was that they, because it was being rendered on the PS3, they said, hey, you can render it so much better now, let's take out the fog thing, because now we can render the whole map. And it really screwed up the game, because the fog was what gave the game all its flair and the feel and the atmosphere, so when they took it off, they really screwed up the game. There's a skeleton here and a medipack. Notice how it turns with the camera, so it's not a 3D model, it's a sprite that's loaded on the screen, and as I turn the camera, it turns with it. Minecraft does the same thing. This is really crazy. It's a very... But it's also a very neat way they got around this technical limitation of the video game. Of the video game and the computer. Wait. So what's up here? I do remember this game had dinosaurs, so that's what's happening now. So I had never seen them before in this bit. So I'm kinda worried now, so I'm gonna save the game because I'm really sure I'm gonna die as heck in here. Also, many corpses, skeletons actually. Another dinosaur. So now you know, if you wanna see dinosaurs in real life, just go to Chile or Peru or whatever the hell this takes place in. Super Mario 64 relied on the whole 2D assets following the camera a lot more so than many other games. And yeah, but since Mario didn't try to be realistic, it got away with it really well. Tomb Raider tries to be realistic, but it can't do nice graphics for this plant, so it can only say it's a plant because it feels like it couldn't be anything else but a plant, but even so you can't really tell what the heck it is. There's a broken bridge and a T-Rex, so that's fun. Oh, shit. So whoever thought this up was really didn't know their shit, because they were like, okay, let's put some dinosaurs in our game about a woman that goes and get relics and treasures from ancient places. So who knows? And I killed it without dying and losing too much health. So cheers for that. Yoshi. Actually, it would be fun to see some collaboration between Core Design and Nintendo making these games. Was Endless, you can't remember. Yes, the ammo for the ammunition for the pistol is endless, but for other weapon, whoa, chill out, dude. Super bouncy. For any other weapon in the game, the ammunition isn't endless. It's endless for the pistol, but the pistol is the weakest weapon of them all. In this game, it seems I only start with the pistols for whatever reason. On the second game I do start with a shotgun. But I don't have it yet. I either have to find it somewhere or get it somewhere. I think I get it at the end of the of this whole first. Oh, I found this thing, whatever that is. It's a machine cog. Here it's 3D, but on the world it's a 2D sprite because they can't handle rendering 3D cog in the level. So I have shotgun shells I got a while back, but I don't have the shotgun, so I'm just holding on to them, you know. But there is a compass. I don't know what purpose it serves because this game map is confusing at times. So even if you do have a compass, you probably won't be able to find your way back, so it's here mostly for show. And to give the sense that this is an adventure game. And you're an adventurer. But yeah, having a compass here won't do shit for you. Yep. Yep. And let's make our way back. Because if I do remember correctly, I do have to get 3 cogs in this place. I have no idea where they are, but there's water tunnels here, so let's check them out. They probably lead somewhere. There's some crazy effects going on here. That is the waterfall. You just saw the finished werewolf piece in Discord. I think it's indeed. Hey, I got out here. That's a nice shortcut. Consider that even back then they really thought about putting shortcuts on the levels to make sure things was easy to backtrack. Because you do a shitload of backtracking in these games. Where can I find my commission information? I can find it anywhere on my FA or Discord. So on the I can't get up there. On my FA, there is a commission tab. I think next to the gallery, scraps, favorites, and whatnot, there's a tab called commissions, and you can see my commission information there. But it's kind of outdated. I'm gonna update that eventually. But right now I'm like riddled with commissions. I'm not taking any new ones, but I can put you on a waiting list. That's all when I have open spaces. You'll be a priority. I'm shooting at nothing right now. Get with the program. Let's do some Yoshi killing. There, I killed 2 prehistoric chickens. Also, thank you very much, Taritas, for following me on Twitch. Appreciate that a lot. Now we can continue with our spelunking as soon as I'm healed, because I'm close to dying here. Where you were aware of the additional tabs could be created. They can't. It's just that for 3D it has a tab only for commissions. Used to have one way back when, but they took it out, and they added recently. They kind of announced it, but nobody really uses it because they haven't had a commission tab for so long that everybody learned how to deal without it, so nobody uses it. But my prices are outdated. Probably I say that the simple color is 14 bucks. It's gonna go up to 50 bucks. The simple color is colored and shaded, so there's some examples there in my gallery. You can probably see those. I'm gonna save the game again because I don't know what's up. Teritas, well, you're not used to look at Twitch, but why not? Welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to come and watch me play some games. Hopefully you do enjoy this. Hopefully when you get your PayPal account you can finally become a patron. Finally be a patron. And I hope so too, but don't worry if that's not a possibility for you anytime soon. Just by watching me and following me and looking at at all the things I do is already a great way to support me and my work. So don't need to stress yourself out. If you can't support me financially, I super appreciate the support that you guys give me just by being around and being awesome people in general. Because despite everything, every single one of you always support me when in whatever I say I want to do or start doing. So I'm really glad to have you guys. But yeah, just by being here, you guys are supporting me a lot, because I would not have the motivation or the nerve to play these games without somebody to view me and watch me play and comment. I'm gonna save the game again because right now I'm getting kind of twitchy. So, because I know if I miss this jump, I'm gonna take a lot of health and I have to backtrack, so I'm gonna just load that. Yeah. But like I said, I've been wanting to play these games for quite some time now, but I never really got around to it, and I did not know why I didn't get to play these games. But I just remembered, it's because these games are awfully twitchy and really crazy. They don't setting the whole thing up and running, because it's running on a on a really small screen. So seeing the whole thing isn't really fun. So it's not like I can play this game in crazy high resolutions and have the whole fun thing going on. It's really small, so it was something on my bucket list, but it wasn't something I was so eager to do. But now that I have you guys here, I do find myself way more motivated to go and play this game. And what else you guys were saying? I think I can go back this way. No, you have to make it anyway, says Kamikaze. Terry, you calling me a shitter, and I don't mind at all. This game is really merciless when it comes to that, so if I make a lot of progress and I die, I'm gonna lose all that progress, and the game is not gonna care at all. And they do give me the option to save as many times as I want. Besides, I don't want to have you guys watch me redo the whole thing again and over, so I'm gonna save you guys the trouble of having to rewatch this whole thing by saves coming and going back if I screw up. Hope you guys don't mind. Hey Bones, welcome to the stream, and yes, I am playing Tomb Raider, the first one. It's super boxy. So welcome to some Polygonal Spelunking I'm gonna do. And I don't know how to get back up there, or if I even do go back that way. So I decided to play the whole Tomb Raider series, so I decided to start with the first because I've been wanting to play this forever. I have never finished any of the classical games, and no time like the present, right? So I'm gonna do a lot of Tomb Raiding. And I have just begun this game. I'm still in the first level, kind of. The city of Yokabamba was the previous level, now I'm in the Lost Valley. It's pretty lost, I'm pretty crazy. Oh no, this is bad. Kind of look at the chat for a moment and I missed the jump. But I think it's okay now. Because do remember the water having a current that would push me, would not let me get to the place I wanted to go, but it seems like the current ends here, so we can just keep going. Chandler, you said that you are chilling for now. Can I get up here? Somehow I can. Weird. Those animated ground surfaces. And I found a secret. That's the sound the game makes when I find a secret. Although in this game Lara does her aha when she finds it. Which is the funniest thing in the whole game. And I don't think this is the right way at all. But I'm not gonna be looking for all secrets. This game normally has 3 secrets per level. I'm not gonna be actively trying to find them. If I do find them, hooray, but if I don't, it was never the intention at first. So bye. Chandler said that you're chilling for now before you resume your work on the tons of crap you need to do. Sure thing. Do enjoy your stay, and I hope you do have fun with my Polygonal Spelunking. And Terry, you said you were just joking. Chandler loves a good joke. I don't think there's any way for me to go from here, so I have to go back. Unfortunately. So I think that from this point forward there is a current that pushes me if I try to come this way. Or not. Maybe there isn't anymore. Weird. Anyway, I was sure there was. Let's get back to it, shall we? Oh, come on. I can't make that jump that way. Chandler is Polygonal Spelunking. Yeah, because I don't know, it was the best way I could go around saying boxy tomb raiding. In a way that was still fun and entertaining. That's what we're doing today. So these games, I do feel there's a lot of people out there that do speedrun these games. I never really got to it. Because normally if you are speedrunning a game, you do want to have a recording device to... I think I might have to come back here, so I'm gonna make a quick save. In case, just in case. And that's a name I always thought they should use for a television cartoon for a youngster secret agent, an action hero, would be called Justin, and his last name would be Case. The show would be Just in Case. But anyway, this was a whole game. Cogs. I have the cogs now. I have 3 cogs. So this whole game is very polygonal, it's very boxy. But it's what makes it look so good. And I really love this game. And I have played the recent ones a lot. So I think I could maybe speedrun some of the games, but and I pushed the whole thing. What that does, if I'm not wrong, is close that door so there's no more water that way. So now I can get under the waterfall. That will lead me to the secrets. Fun secrets. And I'm gonna save because right now you're gonna see me save every 5 or 10 minutes, or even 2 minutes. It's a good joke, legitimately funny, says Chandler. Terry is sorry, you kind of made a mistake and the Twitch chat doesn't have the edit option. Yeah, it doesn't, but don't worry, we got what you were saying, Taz. Just like Chandler said, don't worry. We're here to have fun. We don't get too hung up on mistakes and errors. And I found another secret apparently. Whatever it is, wherever it is. There's shotgun shells here. Cause Lara, she's a hottie with a shotty. Except she doesn't have the shotty yet. Like I said, I think I get the shotgun when I finish this whole sequence of levels. I think. And that's where that's the end of the waterfall. Now it's dried up, so I'm gonna go back the safe way. This is the way that where there are safe places for me to land. Because this game does have fall damage, and the fall damage is quite relentless. So I don't want to lose too much progress here. And now I can get there, below the waterfall. So I'm streaming this game, but it's gonna get crazy because I'm not gonna be able to finish this game today. And hello, automatic door. Bye, automatic door. Haha. 12 kills, 8 pickups, 2 out of 5 secrets, and I took 23 minutes to complete this level. Chandler, you said that you are a seasoned language learner. You're no stranger to spelling and pronunciation mistakes. You feel that many of us here can relate to that, especially because a lot of us here, well, a lot of us here aren't Brazilians. I mean, don't speak English as their first language. So everybody's here from a different background. So, like I was saying, this game, it offers you no hints, no help, no anything. So if I do end my game session and come back some other day, I will have no idea where I left off, because this game will not offer me any sort of a hint or tips. So I will have to pay a lot of attention to everything that's happening, where I'm going and whatnot. Bones, you said that you speak only English and you struggle with just that. I choose speak English. Whoa, this is not good. Let's run, let's run. I died. That's not the scream I'd expect from someone who just died by a rolling stone. She was like, eh. I feel like this would be more like a heavy, loud scream of agony and anguish. Anyway, one hit KO touchscreen. Yeah, it was very underwhelming. So I think the secret here is that I go like this, I go backwards until the whole thing starts rolling, and then I'm already facing the right way. I can easily escape the stone. That blocks my exit. Although I can really backtrack to previous levels, so that's okay. Ouch, by Lara Croft. That's exactly the gist of this level. So this game is really ancient and really old, and that's the thing I need to get. I think it's called a scion, or it's a piece of the scion. So I can't get it yet. Also the way the game cinematically changes the angle of the camera to show me the thing I want but I can't get. It's quite nice for a game that came out 20 years ago, 22 years ago. And now I don't know where to go. Guess that one of these goofy statues has something to probably tell me about the way with their knees, roundy knees. And this sounds like a thing. I only find out how to activate this thing, which is not by shooting, because nothing in this game is activates by shooting, as so far as I have found. The saddest words from word are pen, and these are ouch. Okay, I really don't know what to do here. So let's explore the walls, because these old games normally have like a secret switch or something on the walls. And these are a pain to see, because of these small screens. And none of the goofy statues are in any way eager to help me. Aha, I found it. They aren't really eager to help me find the way forward. Oh, more dinosaurs. That's the thing. Kamikaze, you offered to show me the way, and just as you said that, I found the way. Thank you. Thank you, friend. Now I'm versed in the ways of the land. Thank you. But now I'm lost again. It worked. It worked really well. There's another goofy statue. This is a gigantic golden idol. I was carrying a smaller version of this guy, so that's fun. There's a switch here, but there's also, I can see that the ground breaks if I step on it, so that's not gonna be fun. So what do you guys think? Should I push this lever here? Should I try to find another way? I do know for sure that I'm gonna save the game, because this is not gonna be fun. Let's get to it. So Chandler tells me to go and do it. So there we go. No! There was a trap. Oh, and there are wolves here. A lot of wolves. Die, every single one of you. They are already dead. So it's really crazy, because in this game, these enemies, they die really quickly. I do remember in the remake they being a lot more harder to go. There's a door here. There should be a way to open that door. Possibly by finding switches and levers on the walls. Many walls. Many hiding secrets. Yeah, Terry. That's why I saved the game, because I know this game loves throwing curveballs at me, just like it went and threw a rolling ball as I was descending this stair. It was like, haha, you're not gonna get off so easily. And I can bug the game and make Lara recognize something up there that she tries so desperately to grab, but she can't. The poor woman. Chandler said, "Fuck off, I have the power of God and enemy on my side." That does seem familiar. I don't think I have seen it recently, but it does sounds very familiar. And okay, I have no idea what to do now. Once again. And once again, don't think that's gonna open up by me shooting it. So what is up with this room? This funny room full of walls with hidden shenanigans, perhaps. I also don't think this game purposefully locks you out of a situation. Like, I don't think it would put me in a room that I can't escape. Although that's what I'm feeling like right now. That I'm in a room that I can't escape. So maybe the game fucked me really hard. That's not fun. Not fun at all. You showed me the way. It was the wrong way. Maybe it's a trap that I can't escape from. Possibly. So I don't know, maybe I'll have to reload the game. The save game and go back. Yeah, I really don't know what's up in this room. I'll try reloading the game and finding the correcter way to escape this room, although there is a skeleton here. Nice, funny skeleton. This wolf died. Sort of legs up. There's nothing hidden in there. It was the wrong way, you Sonic fan freak. I can't help feeling like this is the right way somehow. Is this a box? I can push it? Oh no, I'm a retarded dog. I did not know I could do this. Aha, I figured it out. You showed me the way, this freaky Sonic fan freak. And it is the right way. Also, pushing boxes is really slow. Aha, I'm back in the game. With more Polygonal Spelunking to do, and there's a health pack there. Gonna get it. Because this doesn't sound like a trap at all. In fact, I think it was there just so people on a hurry would miss it. Because it was hidden really in the corner of that little chasm. And there we are, another medikit. I think they really expect me to take a lot of damage because of the ridiculous amount of medikits I'm getting in that trap room. That's the way back possibly, and this is a lever, which is possibly also the lever that was below me, because I think I did go around and got back to that first trap I fell onto. And I did found a lot of spoopy scary skeletons. They did send lots of shivers down my spine. And they were really funny fellows. Terry, well, you didn't know I could do such a thing. It's an old game, I don't know what are the limitations. And yeah, I really wonder if that trap was just a decoy or something. It definitely was, but it did show me the right way, so no, I'm not gonna stress too much over it. Let's just go back and see what else there is to this crazy place. And Kamikaze said, "Joke's on you, you're a wolf and those were your minions. And do tell them to back off, because I'd really like to make progress in this game, and they are kind of stopping me. I'm gonna save again because I'm an anxious freak. And I guess I'm playing chess now, because I moved the box. A platform, or rather. And would you look at that? Let's push that thing again. Let's see what that does. What that did. Let's push it back up. Let's push it back down. Okay, that is chess. Feels like chess. And I'm lost-ish. Think that was the way I got the first secret. This is possibly the way to find more secrets. Rest in peace, your message that has been quarantined. And yeah, I do think that there is an auto moderation going on. It possibly blocked you. Sorry about that. There's very little I can do. But now I got it out of the moderation. It's I don't know if that's a cock block. That's the whole area there. Possibly was a TD block. Kamikaze, you said that your furry fandom shall stop me. Please don't. If I stop and don't make progresses, this will make very bad entertainment for the possibly 2 or 3 people that are watching. More traps. And I raise another door. I don't even know actually where those doors are, but apparently they are. Ooh, traps. Funny stuff. Wait. 9, corrects me, Chandler. There are 9 amazing people watching me run around and do some polygonal spelunking. And that's fun. I really thank you all 9 or 10 of you who are watching me. I know this game is old, it's kind of quiet, there's not much going on, it's very old and it's very quiet and very polygonal and stuff, and I'm not the most entertaining host of all. But I'm really thankful you guys are here watching me play this game, because I've really been wanting to play this game. Let's play some chess. And I don't know if if you guys do enjoy it, do let me know. If you guys don't enjoy it, do let me know as well, because then I can play something that everyone would enjoy watching me play. Aha, I think there is possibly another lever somewhere that will allow me to push this block out of the way as well. Maybe. Chandler, you majored in polygonal spelunking as well as underwater basket weaving. I don't know what that is, but the basket weaving. But then again, that's great. You're possibly gonna have a great job in spelunking and weaving baskets. And Kamikaze, you're sending traps my way. Don't do that. I don't need more traps than the traps this game is already providing me. There are many and they are hurtful. Terry, you said that weirdly, I am the first person you can listen to without being too bored. And I'm hella grateful that you don't find me boring and that you find me entertaining. And hopefully that you do find this game entertaining as well, because this game is polygonal shit. And you mean in Twitch. Well, I'm super glad you do enjoy my content. Thank you so very much, Tess. Or Terry, however you would rather me call you. And damn it, I went back. Or didn't I? I'm confused. So bamboozled. Oh no. Maybe this was the why. Most other streamers are too distracted distracting to listen to while you work. So whatever it is that I am doing, I'm not distracting you, and that's great. That's awesome. Maybe I do need to try and get there. I feel like I should try and move that box. So I think I know what's up now. I do know what's up. Shit, I don't know what's up. Let me... fuck it. Let me make my way back there and try to figure out what's up. Chandler said, Jamal, and get juked. Whatever getting juked is, because I don't know what that is. But I don't think I want to. It doesn't have a nice connotation to it. It doesn't ring too nicely. Feels like that's something I would actually actively try to avoid. Getting juked. And this damn chat keeps disconnecting me. I tried to use another application to make sure I can keep up with the chat, but even so, it doesn't keeps me up with the chat. So I might miss some of your guys' messages. Sorry if that does happen. That does not mean I am a bad boy. It just means my computer, or my internet, or my connection to this thing that I'm running the games on, Discord, it doesn't want to cooperate. But Terry, you said Twitch because most people you try to watch are just not interesting. And thank you so much that you do think I'm interesting. Really appreciate that. I'm bamboozled. We are all so very bamboozled. Also, hello avoided cat 4074. Welcome to the stream. I hope you have a great time. I'm fucking hell. Let me see if I can reload the game and not lose a lot of progress, because I think that's the way I want it to be. This is the way I want it to be. Aha. Also, thank you very much, Avoided Cat 74, for following me on Twitch. That makes me a very happy boy. And now I'm a Spelunky boy. I'm always a good boy. Thank you, Chandler. I'm glad you agree. I'm trying to get it to load, so you're gonna reboot the computer or the Discord. Let me know. I think the Discord is kind of misbehaving today, so hopefully you can get it to work. And what do I do now? I go back down. Try not to die. And now that I'm here, I can just go back and move this platform. I'm figuring out. I'm a very smart boy. I think I can go back up here as well. Also, you guys probably are noticing this game, it does not have a soundtrack. Instead, it plays a lot of chimes and percussions, whatever shenanigans that are going on. Whatever that is, I don't know what that is. But I do really find that this whole silence this game has going on, it's really fun. It does create a nice atmosphere to the game. Sort of like Dark Souls, because it has no music except in the boss fights. And that helps to give the game its atmosphere, which is super great and super oppressive. I do like Tomb Raider atmospheres because it has no music playing. This is a diagonal jump, the hardest sort of jump to try in Polygonal Spelunking. But I managed to do it. Whoa. Hey you. This is one of the damned. He's very agonizing because he's damned, and he's like sitting with his legs curled up and his hands on his head, kind of screaming, and then he died and he remained like that. So that's spoopy scary, a very spoopy scary skeleton with ropes around him. Let's get out of this poopiness. I don't wanna be in the middle of this pooped. Let's go back. Music is ambient as fuck. Do you get music when you explore a place? No, you don't. And that's the fun thing about this game. It doesn't give you music, just gives you these ambient sounds, and I love them. And oh shit! I didn't see this guy, this twitchy glitchy guy. He's a very bad boy. I know he's a dead boy. Let's figure out where to go next. Old games are so funny. This poopy Sperry skeleton. Especially when you look at the parts that scared you as a kid. Actually, Tomb Raider might not look like the most scary of games, but it does scare me because I scare very easily. This game gives me a lot of them scares. And I'm gonna save because I'm sure something's gonna fall out of the ceiling and kill me in one hit. It didn't, so I'm happy. But now I'm in the middle of these other damned guys. Golden idols. Were shooting arrows at me. They're not doing a whole lot. They're still very spoopy. The spoopiest of arrows. Because they're polygonal. Also, before I get to this part here, I think this is the end of the level, so I'm just gonna save for precaution, for good measure. I'm gonna read what you guys said, and then I'm gonna play the rest of this level. Bad scaly boy. And Terry, you walked back to where you came from. And don't do that, stay here with us. It's good to have more people around having fun. The Tomb of Quetzalcoatl. Actually, it's Tomb of Qualopec. It's Tomb of the Damned, actually, of the spoopy skeletons and the wolfy boys. I got the thing. And now the thing is it's breaking apart. The spoopy scary boss. King. Dude. It's like, meh, you got the thing. Hey dude. I got your thing, so I'm going to go now. Bye bye. Stay frosty. Let's not get away because apparently the level is broken. The game wants me to shoot the mummy. I'm gonna shoot the mummy. If the game allows me to shoot the mummy. Because the game doesn't want to allow me to shoot the mummy. What the actual fuck? I don't know what to do. Hey. Bye. So I think I should... Oh, okay, I just needed to walk through it. There we go. Yeah, man. Okay, so flash doesn't work anymore apparently. Whoa, whoa. Everything is falling apart. Bye bye. I'm going out. Running away. Going back from where I came from. Trying not to die. I'm staying alive. Ha ha ha. Oh shit, something's killing me or trying to. Fuck. Oh, there's a guy. Hey guy, you're gonna kill me. So I'm gonna heal myself, guy, and keep shooting at you. Ah, so relaxing to kill guy while he kills me. Ah. Could you just kind of die, please? This is getting kind of old. There. Whoa.
Well, you have my total attention now. I'm not quite sure if I've got yours, though. Hello?
I'll heel and hide you to a barn door yet.
Of course.
You and that driveling piece of the ski-on. You want to keep it so bad, I'll harness it right up your...
Wait. We're talking about the artifact here?
Damn straight we are, right up.
Hold on. I'm sorry. This piece, you say. Where's the rest?
Miss Natla put Pierre DuPont on that trail.
And where is that?
Ha! You ain't fast enough for him.
So you think all this talking is just holding me up?
I don't know where his little jackrabbit frog legs are running him to. You'll have to ask Miss Natla.
Thank you. I will.
That's funny. So, I ended the Tomb of Qualopac. I killed 8 things, including this guy, I guess. I got the 3 things. I got none of the secrets, and it took me only 25 minutes. These guys are really... Well, let's not criticize them. Let's give them a break, because this was like 22 years ago, possibly the first time they said let's do 3D gaming shenanigans. And I don't think that until then they had a lot of experience with 3D stuff. And motion capture definitely wasn't a thing, so congratulations. A big round of applause to the guys and girls who made Tomb Raider. Let's go to the next level. The Jackrabbit frog legs with I didn't find the secrets. Yeah, like I said, I'm not getting the secrets because first, I don't know where they are, and second, I don't really care for the secrets. Oh, fucking hell. My game crashed. So, let me reload the game. Sorry about this. Let me reload the game, play the whole introduction again, and do the thing, and shenanigans, and blah blah blah. My whole shiz is getting wrecked. But anyway, as the game loads up and reruns and I get everything running again, what are you guys thinking about Tomb Raider? And I know I should have been trying to get the secrets, but I'm not really that. I don't know. I just know the secrets doesn't do anything for me. I just want to finish the game. I don't want to try and do all the stuff. The audio quality was good for its time. Definitely, it doesn't sound like it was recorded on a flip phone. And indeed, it actually does sound very good.
What's a man gotta do to get that kind of attention from you?
It's hard to say exactly, but you seem to be doing fine.
Well, great. Though truth is, it ain't me that wants you.
Oh?
No, Miss Jacqueline Natla does. From Natla Technologies. You know, creator of all things bright and beautiful.
Seal it, Larson.
Ma'am.
Feast your eyes on this, Laura. How does that make your wallet rumble?
I'm sorry. I only play for sport.
Then you'll like a big park. Peru, vast mountain ranges to cover, sheer walls of ice, rocky crags, savage winds, and there's this little trinket, an age-old artifact of mystical powers buried in the unfound tomb of Qualopac. That's my interest. You could leave tomorrow. Are you busy tomorrow?
So the game crashed again, and that was the introduction that I didn't show the first time because I was trying to get the game to run because it keeps crashing. But that was the introduction movie. Yes, I do want to load my game. That was the introduction movie. I didn't let it play out the first time, but you get the gist. That's the story. You are hired by a woman. She's like super millionaire. And she wants you to find artifacts, and you go because you're Lara Croft. You are super rich. You don't have to work for money, so all you do is spelunk around because that's the thing you like to do. And so you go and do it. So the game is running, but I don't think it's capturing, which is sad. But anyway, I wanted to have this introduction play again because I can show you the first time, and it provides a lot of background to why I'm doing the stuff I'm doing. Hopefully you guys can enjoy the whole deep story of the Lara Croft and the Qualopec tomb a little bit more now that you know the story. Terry, you said it's a fun game, Kamikaze. That's what you get for insulting secrets. Bones, you said that's the karma you get for not getting the secrets. And Terry, you said you mean it's fun to watch, not to play. And indeed, playing this game requires a lot of mental capacities because the controls are not easy. They are rusty and sometimes they are not responsive. And Chandler, you said that's where you would put your secrets if you had found any. The dialogue of the introduction you think is funny. And the game crashed again. I do relate to this game on a spiritual level because it keeps crashing and it doesn't want me to do the thing. I want to do the thing, but the game doesn't seem very intent on letting me do the thing. So let's try this again. Let's try exiting the level, killing Larson, the southern guy who works for Nadler. He's a very American guy. He's a very funny guy. And he has a shotgun, which I'll think I'll get after I'm done killing him. Except he kills me really fast, so let's get this stuff done with real quickly. So please die. Please die faster. I died. Hooray. He didn't die quick enough. Let's try this again. Where is the guy? Where is So theoretically, if I hide behind him, he can shoot me, but doing that requires even more prowess in controlling these janky characters. And now he's dead faster, like ridiculously faster.
Well, you have my total attention now. I'm not quite sure if I've got
I'm not gonna see this again because
I'll heal
you guys
and
have already seen this. So let's go to the next level. To move forward back, I did kill one last thing now. I got none of the secrets, but I did finish the level 15 seconds faster, so let's get through it. Oh, come on. The game crashed again. That's fun. Such fun times we're having with this crashing game. I do hope you guys are enjoying the whole cringe word acting of 1996 core design employees. Cause I don't know if they actually hired people to do these lines or if they got like Greg from accounting and Lara or I don't know, Julia from Human Resources or whatever, and said, "Hey, can you do some lines? Can you pretend you have a British accent?" And she doesn't, so Lara doesn't sound so British as she could have. So exciting! There. Let's just see. I'm not broadcasting
Well, you have.
these right now. I just want to get this done with, and now I got it, but fuck me. Oh well. This is fun. This is relaxing. This is the time of my life. I've been actually wanting to do this, and now I'm doing this, and I'm happy. I'm a very happy boy. Playing and streaming Tomb Raider for everyone. Pa pa pa. So yeah, if any of you are planning someday for whatever reason in the world to play some Tomb Raider in the future, try and get the console version, because the computer version crashes as fuck. And Chandler, you do say this is a demo. It's a demo that's playing. It says she has like a weird Southern American British accent hybrid. And you guys are happy that I am happy. Thank you so much, you guys. I'm really glad you do enjoy watching me play this game. Just wish the stream would work. Because the game is running, but the capturing program doesn't want to capture it. We're probably listening to a lot of sounds going on in the background. Huh. Okay, there we are. So for whatever reason it stops working sometimes and works again. Okay, let's get to it. So, let's kill Larson again. Because like, I don't know, fourth time to charm it, hopefully. So I got this back because apparently after I'm done killing the guy, there is another cutscene. Oh, apparently that was an entrance to a secret. I won't be getting it though. So yeah, apparently all I have to do is walk past him, get behind him, and then he can't do anything anymore. There, the game didn't crash. Let's watch some cutscenes. This would not work. This would definitely not work. That's not how physics work. Game designers, get your shit together.
Relocated now to St. Francis's Folly, new temptations torment me. Rumor amongst my fellow brothers is that entombed beneath our monastery is the body of TR1, one of the three legendary rulers of the lost continent Atlantis, and that with him lies his piece of the Atlantean Scion, a pendant divided and shared between the three rulers, which curbs tremendous powers. Powers beyond the Creator himself. My toes sweat at such possibilities, lying so close to my mortal self. Each night, I beat myself rid of these fantasies, but it is indeed a test. Pierre, you litterbug.
So nothing like some light reading and some traveling around the world. Because you know, she's Lara, she has the means to go around and do whatever. So now, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we are at St. Francis Folly. Whatever that is. And this is the second series of levels in Tomb Raider. And if I'm right, I didn't get the shotgun. That's sad. Well, you have my attention now. She's like, girl, bye. Normal landing, not a typical 3.0 landing. And there's a thing coming. I didn't see the thing coming. I was not aware that the thing was coming. And the thing is still coming and killing me. The thing killed me. He's so greeny. He's like, sure. I'm gonna kill. This is not fun. A normal landing, not a typical 3.0 landing. Aerodynamic as fuck. So yeah, I was reading the comments and I didn't see the greeny, whatever those things are, coming at me, and they killed me. Will you die, please? Like, looks so much more peaceful to be dead. Look at this. This guy's so greeny. Like, I'm a greeny boy. A greeny dead boy, actually. Those are camouflage boys. They are that too. It was ridiculously hard to see these guys. Now that I'm here and I've killed some dudes, some animal dudes, let's get back to spelunking. Because that's the stuff we're here for. So I never, like I said countless times, I never really played this game very much, so right now I'm at the point where I have no earthly idea what I'm supposed to be doing. So I don't know, I'm gonna try to move some stuff around, explore, run, and apparently that's a button that activates something up there, or yeah, that place where it was. Let's try and bring it back to this other spot, because apparently those are buttons on the ground, and when I put this super heavy box on top of them, stuff activates. I think. I hope. There, we have a door open. So now we can proceed with this spelunking. Yay. Kamikaze Art, you said that you'll be right back, and sure thing. Take your time, and there's no need to rush. Ah, fuck. I'm gonna be here doing some more spelunking and talking to everyone. I can just climb this thing now. I don't need to go all the way around and try to nail the jumps. So those of you who with internet access, like, oh come on, I keep falling down. Those of you with internet access, you guys can search the internet and find out where amazing St. Francis Folly is, or if it is a real place, or where it's based on. I think it's supposed to be sort of a Italian chateau, Italian or French chateau, because there seems to be like Greek stuff everywhere. There you said that you're cooking, so you're kind of here listening but no chatting, and sure thing. Chandler, you're in the same position but you are drawing. Sure thing, you guys. I'll try and keep things lively. If there is such a thing. So now that I'm here, I wonder what this whole thing was for. And I actually know this game has some jumping puzzles as well. The whole idea is that while I'm sliding on these slidey platforms, I can jump as well. So I think I have to do that. I have to slide and then jump and then quickly grab the whatever is up there. And yeah, I think that that's what I have to do, but the game doesn't have the best mechanics in the world to be doing this. That's gonna take a while. If that is even the thing I should be doing. Maybe not. That head smack. Yeah, I think I figured it out. I have to jump up this thing as I'm sliding down. I jump again and then jump again and grab the thing. Just that it doesn't work. There, finally! It was hard, but I got it. And now that I'm here, we have more jumping puzzles. Hope you guys are excited for this. In fact, I don't even know if I should be here doing these jumping puzzles. But I seem to be progressing, so... No, this was just a secret, so... I shouldn't have done these jumping puzzles. But then again, I got some shotgun shells, some large medkit, some broken neck. So yeah, that worked out very well. Let's try this again. All the way from the beginning. As you know, beginning again is the way you progress. You have to go back to go further. Actually no, I just didn't... I was unaware that I would fall down to my death. So I hope you guys are in for some instant replay, because I'll have to replay that whole part again. Let's try not to die, let's try to run and jump, let's try to do all the things correctly. Let's try to have fun. Some real fun. See, I don't know if you're listening, Bones, but that's why I don't go after secrets. Sometimes they kill me. And I became a very sad boy when I get killed trying to find secrets. Even though that's what's up with Spelunking, it's me trying to find secrets. But some secrets are not worth dying for. And there I go. I found some more shotgun shells. It's another medikit. This time I will not fall through the floor, the killing floor. I'll just go back the way I came, because it's safe, it's secure, it's familiar. It works. Like I said, this wasn't even that high of a fall, but I broke my neck. And the game even plays a neck breaking sound, so that's even sadder. Let's get to it now. Let's try and do some diagonal jumping. So I did open a door on the other side, and I'm wondering if I can get to that platform here. They're in the middle. Possibly I have to jump and grab and do some air spinning shenanigans, which didn't work. So fuck that. Let's keep going. And the door is closed. I got trapped again. Oh, there is a gorilla boy. There's a happy monkey boy there, and he's trying to kill me. Two gorilla boys who are not happy to see me. And they're very, very quick on their feet. Look at they shamble. And I killed more things. Because that's what being this Spelunker is about, killing all sorts of things. Let's activate this lever with the birds, the long-tailed birds. Let's quickly run and activate the other lever. because I think this level has some shenanigans to do with quickly pressing all the levers in time. Brain languages. Chandler, you said that I crack you up, and I'm glad I'm glad I can. Let's see what else I can do here, because I think another monkey boy. Look at this. They're not super happy to see me. So I wonder if I did activate something somewhere. Now look at this funny man on the walls, doing all sorts of stretching and warm-up exercises. This is why I think this is in Rome or Greece. It has this Greek feel to it, like naked men draw on the walls. This is either Greece or it's the internet. It's one of those places. But if I had to wager a guess, I think it's Greece. Because, as everyone knows, back in 1996, the internet wasn't that big of a thing. So it probably wasn't the internet. I think it was Greece. So I activated those levers and all I got was monkey boys. So I'm not sure if they did anything. And there's people shooting at me. Look! A funny guy. He's a runny guy as well. Who hides. And he's faster than me. That's not fun. Look at this guy with his 360 no-scoping me. Look at this, it's like completely turned sideways. Oh, you. And I didn't save for quite some time, so I have to redo this whole stuff again. Sorry about that, I should have saved. I didn't save, I thought I had it under control. I didn't. And now you guys have to pay. You have to see me do this again. Oh, baby, a triple. I don't know what that means, but pretty much. Let's do this whole thing again. Let's kill some monkey boys again. Let's try not to get... The monkey boys are trying to party. They're trying too hard to party, and they want to party too hard, and I don't want to party that hard. Aha! So that's what the levers did. They opened the door. It's locked. I can't get out, so I have to come and pull this lever. It does not open the door, so I have... Whoa! It does invoke the monkey boys, which are super spoopy scary. Let me go, please. Would you do that kindness for me? Just not fly around? Could you just walk like a normal monkey boy? Thank you. So now it's safe because there's a Call of Duty player out there, so that's gonna be tricky. Let's kill the guy. Look at this man. I think he's so funny. Look at this man. He's playing magic tricks and made himself disappear. That's good, I guess. I wonder if that was an introduction to this guy, or just like, hey, he can come up and show up and ruin your day, so keep an eye open. Whatever that was, it wasn't fun, so let's keep that in mind. Chandler, you said that's another meme closely related to the 360 no-scope meme, usually seen together. Whoa. I failed very hard at that jump. And like I said, I'm not big on the memes. So it's possible, very possible that the memes will fall flat on me because I'm not a very memey boy. wonder what that does. Because I think one lever opens the door and another lever sets the monkey boys free. But I think there's something else here. This place. Because here in the ground there's this, the Greek symbol. I think it opens or activates something if I put a box on top of it. However, I don't know if there is a box I can pull, or push, or drag around. So that's dismaying. Let's see what else is up here. But anyway, I've been doing a lot of gaming. It's been 2.5 hours since I've been gaming here non-stop. And how are you guys doing? Every one of you who are still there. I haven't gotten tired of my constantly failing in this whole spelunking business. Because I do get it, this is a very quiet game. There's not a whole lot going on. So yeah, I'd like to know what your thoughts are on this whole adventure. This is not the place I want to go. In fact, I don't know where I want to go. So let's look for that. Chandler, you said that you are doing pretty good. That's great to hear. You're hoping to finish a project that you have been working on for a long time. That's good. If you don't mind me asking, I'm the type that easily gets caught up in details. Yeah, that might be a good thing actually. Possibly, hopefully. I hope everything goes well with your project. If you don't mind me asking, what is it about? I actually don't know what you do, what you work with, what's up with your life. No, I think I'd like to know more about each and every one of you who are there today watching me play some games. I think you guys possibly have very interesting lives. This is a really iffy place. I think I'm trying to get up there somehow. I don't know how. Possibly that secret room I found before has something to do with it. Terry, you said ... nope. And nope what? I don't know. I don't know. If you're talking about my question about asking what you guys do and you don't want to share, that's okay. Chandler said it's an illustration of a character for a game you are developing. You need to create illustrations, reference sheets, etc. so you can convert them into 3D models, and you don't have much drawing experience, so that often causes you to work very slowly. And that sounds like a lot of fun actually to be working on a game and creating content, because I know I do love creating content, like stories, characters, and whatnot. So I don't know what everyone else's process is when it comes to that, but I'd really like to know more about your project someday, if you are willing to explain the whole thing. Terry, you said that I said that your lives are interesting, and I really do think so, because so long as your lives are not my life, which I do know about, it's probably very interesting to me to learn what you guys are up to, what you guys do in your lives, where do you go, how do you spend your days. I really do enjoy getting to know other people and what they are into and what they are not into. So it might seem to you that your life is not interesting, but I do find that it can be very interesting. Greasy, you said, what would you want me to know? What would I want to know? I asked people what's up with them, how they are doing, and asked everyone to share a little bit about themselves. Tell me about how are their lives, what they do, all that stuff. That funny stuff. Because I'm curious and I want to learn more about you guys. I think all I had to do was push this box. And then progress can happen. Chandler, you said you would love to share it if it grows. And truly, I do think that if you are invested in it, it will grow. Just give it some time and it will grow. Because I myself have been... Oh, I don't think I can jump here either. Maybe I can. Let's save and try. I've been doing a lot of stuff with my life. And one thing that I found out is that if I keep to it, it eventually becomes something. So the growing part, it doesn't happen overnight. It does take some time, but it does happens. And I think it will happen with you too. So that would be fun. And there, finally some progress. Whatever is up here now. A very long winded corridor that leads down. So let's save the game again. And let's get to it. Terry, you said you will. It's a bit long to explain, but just try to make short. And no worries, I do have some free time, so let's. I think I'm not gonna die from the fall. There's a shark boy there. There's a narf there. I think he doesn't like me being here, so I think he's gonna try and kill me. So let's get away from the narf boy. And you're welcome, Chandler. And like I said, if you wanna share about it, I'm all yours. Whenever you wanna talk about it, I'd love to hear. So I don't know what I did by pulling that lever. Possibly I opened a tunnel way back there, but I have to get past the narf, so let's try it. Oh no, I dried up the channel. Oh shit. What the hell? Oh no, it wasn't a narf, it was a gator. And dang, oh damn, I did take quite some scare. I actually got very spooked here. It wasn't fun, it was not fun. Okay, let me just take a little moment because it was actually scary. Whew. Okay. No, I'm not exaggerating. I did actually got very scared, and that's not good for my young dog heart. Another one bites the dust. They do, and they will keep doing, because for whatever reason these whenever this game ends, the levels it shows a counter of the things I've killed and how many of the things I've killed. Don't you die already? So yeah, for whatever psychopathic reason, it does keep tracks of the things I kill. And by the end of this level, I think this level is a little bit long. I think it's gonna have killed a lot of things. Neptune. So that's fun. Let's find whatever this relates to. So down there, I can see the bottom of the room, but I don't think I can jump down levels. I have to actually manually walk down the levels. Otherwise, I'll break my neck as I fall. So no shortcuts here. I do remember a lot of these levels and places and stuff from the remake, the anniversary, Tomb Raider anniversary. But I never played the original game all this long, so I don't know how that's gonna go. Because in the remake, a lot of the systems were a lot of the systems were expanded, and they are so much more complex, and they have a lot of more depth. There it goes. So the whole game was way more complex. Some things really took a long time to do. In here, however, seeing as the game is quote-unquote simple, a lot of this stuff might not actually take that long to do. However, I am still unfamiliar with them, so it will take a while to figure out. This is the Atlas door. Hey Vito, welcome to the stream, and thank you for your compliment on my shiny dual pistols. Greasy, you said actually you'd break my legs if I tried landing. I'd break your neck if I went head first. And I don't know, whenever I die from fall damage, it does make a sound, neck, bones breaking sound. So I don't know if it's the neck or if it's the legs or whatever it is. But something breaks. Something definitely breaks. And it makes a cracking, crushing sound as it does. And Terry, you said you needed to feel at home in a country, and since you moved a lot, you didn't make any real friends, so you didn't feel at home anywhere, and now you're waiting for a job reply. That's actually not really nice, I think. I never really moved before in my life, so I don't know what sort of things happen when you move. I do figure changing schools, changing addresses and stuff can be confusing, and especially if you move to very distant places. I really don't know how you feel about the whole moving thing, but I do hope that at least in here with us. Whoa! A Betty boy. I do hope that in here with us, everyone here. Oh shit! I'm gonna die. I dead. I do hope that in here with us, everyone that's watching the stream here and everywhere else, that you do find friends in us, and you're welcome to join us and have fun in these streams whenever they happen. And I'd be super glad to see you again here more times. Not just for the views, but actually for the company. For me and for you. Also, if you would like, there is a channel link down below where you can join the Discord channel that I have set up for everyone, all the delightful boys and girls to join and chat whenever. So you can join that, and come talk with us and have fun. I think I killed it. Yay. Let's save again, because this whole climbing down is kinda crazy. Das Bingo said, fun fact, in Germany Tor sounds even like Tor and means door. Huh, did not know that. Chandler said, I'm sorry, that's hard feelings to work through. Grizio said, sucks waiting for a reply from multiple job calls and interviews. Terry said, I mean, got a lot of good stuff out of it, like learning English. You hated English before, but now it's really your first language. It's nearly your first language. And that's good, I'm glad. Or you got to learn it, because it's gonna make your life a lot easier in the future, I think. But you kind of lost this feeling. I don't know what feeling you're talking about. Does Bingo wish he could say the same about learning languages, I think. You hated English in school and the teacher was terrible for you. Hey Vito said, yeah, that happened to me a couple of times before during your time with Tomb Raider anniversary. That's gonna hurt forever. And yeah, in this one, losing progress is kinda it's harder because you lose progress up to when you last saved, and I didn't save that recently. And now you know what this breaking sound was. Chandler, most of your learning has been from by yourself. You're doing an amazing job. Greasy said school is annoying at the worst of time. Antonio N89, welcome to the stream. This is not the first time I played Tomb Raider. I've actually played these games a lot growing up, but I never actually got to finish any of the classic Tomb Raiders. So I'm going around doing that. I'm trying to finish this one. First one I'm gonna finish, I just saved. I'm trying to finish this one and then I'm gonna play all the others. I'm gonna... Whoa, what the hell? Huh. I'm gonna try to marathon the whole Tomb Raider series. So apparently during his golden years, Nikola Tesla came here and installed a thing on the ceiling, and it's proving to be troublesome for me, and I don't know how to deal with this, so let's figure it out. Wolfie Walter, you said, oh god, you do remember that level. Yeah, it's kinda fun, but it's kinda annoying because it's too long and too winded. Chandler said that everyone is pouring in. Welcome everyone who's just joined or joined recently. I do hope you have a great time here. And thank you so very much for being here. Vito, you said, and again, how come they didn't make the original Tomb Raider video game rated matured? The blood from the first bat after shooting it sparked your curiosity. And I don't think they had the whole rating system back then. I think it was different somehow. Antonio, you said, of course, didn't finish this game. If you play when I was younger, this is not a game for kids. It's too hard. And I agree with you. I tried playing the whole of them. The first few games were too scary, and the other ones had puzzles I could not figure out, especially because English is not my first language. So figuring out everything was super complicated, and I didn't get too far in it. And now I intend to finish these games. So I don't know, can I... Apparently I get shocked if I go down there. The tiles on the floor are getting shocked, yes, but apparently if I don't know if I need to be on the tiles. I don't know, let's try and figure this out. Does Bingo said, nice to hear what Chandler said. every compliment like that, especially when it's about your not so good English, and I don't think your English is bad actually. Okay, let's try to rush this. Whoa. Oh, okay. That's probably not the way to do it, but worked for now. There's a gigantic hammer. References. I think it's supposed to hit this block here. So let's try to figure this one out. Also, this game is super dark. Don't know if you guys are being able to see everything. But in my screen, everything is like awfully dark. This game doesn't have flares. I think only the second game has flares. I have to deal with the darkness. Actually, I think the whole shenanigan of this place here is that I have to run past the block. That'll make the hammer fall, and I won't die from it, hopefully. Let's see if that's the case. Apparently the game expects me to be there for a little while longer, so let's save, because I have infinite saves. Let's save on the 4th slot, because it took a lot of damage from the Tesla coil, I mean. Jeez. Das Bingo, you're from Germany, so do you speak German? Grease said that's Mjolnir. Or like the girl from the movie says, the meow meow. Let's try staying here for a while. I think I need to stay here for a longer while. There we go. Oh. Stuff are falling everywhere. But now I can make progress, I think. Let's try and do it. Also, who and why did they set this whole thing up? Because I mean, either the Greek had a lot of free time on their hands, or they were really like, we have this giant hammer and I don't know what to do with it, so let's build some crazy shit with it. I think that's how they got around that. Also, I don't know why I'm doing this whole thing here. There's all these doors I'm trying to open, but I don't know what the end goal is. I just remembered I have to go through every door and every challenge / puzzle room. Let's try to see what we can get out of this experience. Chandler, you are offering yourself to help Das Bingo with his English, and I think that's great. I mean, I also wish I could help people with their languages, but I don't know, I might be too nice to go and say harsh things about each other, especially when they are trying so hard to do stuff. So sorry if I don't comment on you guys' languages, but I don't know, I don't want to be mean. Okay, I got a key. Whatever that does, we'll be finding out, but let's go back. Let's not try to do that, especially that. Oh well, let's go back and redo everything. Luckily I saved just before this jump, so I didn't lose a lot of progress. Some people will always weaponize their difficulties in speaking another language, says Chandler. Vito said that the mispronunciation of Thor's hammers is always funny. And yeah, especially in the way they did in the movie, it was really funny. That's being said, a good middle would be awesome. Not too polite to tell lies, but not too rude to blame someone that tries to learn. Yeah, maybe that's what I should try. First of all, not to be polite enough to straight up lie when people are actually having trouble and really want to improve. Did I save? I don't remember saving. Let's save again, just in case. And now I have like too many saves and I don't know which one is where, so we'll do a lot of save jumping now. Got some shock. But I'm back and I'm done with Thor's room, so let's go to the other people. And each and every one of these rooms is on a different floor, and I don't know which ones opens which one, so I'm gonna be going up and down a lot here. Hopefully you guys don't mind me being lost. Damocles. I don't know who you are, but Damocles. I wonder if you were a Greek guy and whatever stuff you did in your life. I do remember one of these rooms has swords and I think it's yours.